Chiropractor Dr. Gregory Johnson. We have Scott here with us today, and this is Scott's 5th visit and final visit here today. He drove 11 and a half hours down here from Missouri, correct?
Yes.
And he's been watching us on YouTube for what, over a year, you said?
Yeah.
And finally made the decision and took the leap of faith and drove down here to find out what it was all about. And what would you tell our YouTube fans about your experience here? Has it been worth the drive and the trip?
It's been well worth it. Probably by my 3rd visit, my lower back pains went away. I stand up straighter. I just feel good every morning.
Yeah, you're looking better too.
Yep.
Let's have you flex your head forward and backwards for me. And then neutral. Now see, your forward head posture has really improved tremendously. You're only just a tiny bit forward right now. See how his head's up further? Him and his lovely wife came down to Houston for Super Bowl week and came down here not for the Super Bowl, but to see me, which I'm very honored.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I ask them, are they here for the Super Bowl? And they go, no, we're here to see you.
Exactly.
All right, so one of the ways that we get such good results on people suffering from neck and back pain, musculoskeletal disorders, is by doing manual spinal decompression on their spines. Slide down just a little bit. Which this is really just traction, but it's in an adjustive format. It's a high velocity, low amplitude thrust. And I get movement all the way from the occiput down to the sacrum, all 24 freely movable vertebrae. From the occiput to the sacrum, creates a negative vacuum inside the disc, and the disc sucks back inside of there, takes off nerve pressure and pain. There we go. Yeah, have a nice deep breath in. There you go, just breathe normal now, I'll catch you. There you go, good job. See, he's getting to be an old pro, so on his 5th time. He wasn't kicking a whole lot before we started, he's still kicking though. Alright. Drop this one in my hand. There we go. That's it. I'm going to ask his wife Becca here. Have you seen a difference in Scott this week?
Yeah, very much. Every morning he'll complain about his back on the lower part.
Right.
Says he feels amazing.
But not since he's been here.
Yeah, after that first day he hasn't said nothing. He just says
great.
He feels amazing.
Great.
Good.
There we go. Okay. It's always nice when your wife don't have to hear you complain. It makes life easier, doesn't it?
Yes.
Hear that, Renee? No, Renee and I get along good. We just give each other hard time all day long. You gotta have a little fun doing what you're doing, huh? We all get along in here pretty good, don't we, Justin?
I think so.
Have a good time every day, helping people feel better. There we go. Yeah.
When you laugh all day at work, it's pretty good.
Yep. There. There we go. I knew I'd get you. That's it. And I had to go back for a couple of those, but I got them. Yep, perfect now. How's this feel coming up this time?
Perfect. Awesome.
No pain?
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna slide you down just a little bit this way. There you go. Now, I'm adjusting his cervical spine P to A, and for those of you who ask what P to A is, that's posterior to anterior, and that's on the Z axis. There, good. Okay, let's turn you on your back now. And I'm adjusting right in the lines of the facets. This is very similar to Thompson technique. Gonstead, posterior anterior. There, now slide down this way a little bit. a different technique of doing it, but it accomplishes exactly the same thing, which is realignment of the spine and the Z-axis with the facets. There, okay. Now just relax your hands on your tummy. Let me have your leg here. There you go. Should have felt that in your knee all the way up to your low back.
Yes, sir.
There we go. There we go. Good. Okay, let's set you up face toward Joseph over here today. We'll look at you twisting around. You couldn't have done that on Monday.
No, I was not.
You be down there wanting to play in the Super Bowl.
I don't know if he gets football.
There we go.
Sound like elbow too.
That was mostly his shoulder, but some of his elbow. There we go. That's his wrist. Yes, sir. There. Kind of hard to adjust this wrist with your Buck Rogers watch on. Alrighty. Let's try that same thing again now, Scott. See the fluid motion now compared to the first time?
Mm-hmm.
Pull these guys up and back, and then we're going to bring the head straight back, and then try to look at the wall behind you. Yep. See, I get him in complete extension and mirror image of his current biomechanics. Now adjust his atlas on the x-axis. Sends neurological proprioceptive information into his cerebellum, which controls balance, posture, coordination, and all movement for those of you who want to know what the gun does. Okay, let's flex you forward and backwards again. Yep, that's smooth as silk, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Are you hurting anywhere at all right now, Scott?
Nope. Feel good, actually.
So this 5 visits that you've been here, if somebody were to just come up and ask you, what percentage improvement have you noticed this week on a 0 to 100% scale, what would you say?
99%.
There you go. Perfect.
Thank you, sir.
99% is good.
Yes, it is.
That's
Very
good. Well, thank you for sharing your experience with everyone. This is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas, home of Super Bowl 51. We'll see y'all soon.